The desert town of Redwater Creek was quiet that morning, too quiet for a place that once echoed with cattle drives, laughter, and the thunder of boots. The only sound now was the slow creak of a weathered sign swinging in the dry wind, and the footsteps of a soft-spoken cowboy, approaching the widow everyone feared to mention. Rylan Hale wasn't a man of trouble. All he wanted was a place to settle, a small ranch to breathe on, and maybe, just maybe, a family to call his own. But fate didn't bring him to Redwater Creek for peace. It brought him to her. Elara Blackthorn, the silent widow, tall, steady, wrapped in a long black coat and a grief the whole town whispered about. She didn't ask for help. She didn't trust easily. And she didn't forgive. Not since the night the men who took her husband also threatened to take her land. When Rylan approached her worn fence line, she didn't greet him. She stared through him, cold, measuring, unshaken. "You looking for work?" she finally asked, voice low as dusk. "No, ma'am," he replied gently. "I'm looking for a life." Her eyes narrowed, studying the kindness in his words, something she hadn't heard in years. But kindness wasn't going to keep her ranch safe, or bring justice to her husband's grave. She stepped closer, boots crunching on the dry earth. "Then listen close, cowboy," she whispered. "You want a family?" She paused, jaw tight, eyes dark with something old and burning. "I want vengeance." Rylan's breath caught. This wasn't the welcome he expected. This wasn't the dream of peace he carried in his saddlebag. But the pain in her voice, he recognized it. Because he'd run from men like the ones she was hunting. "You're fighting someone," he said quietly. "I'm fighting everyone who thinks a widow can be broken," she answered. "But I can't do it alone anymore." The wind lifted her coat, revealing a rifle strapped across her back, loaded, ready, desperate. "Help me take back what they stole," she said. "Stand with me." "Or ride on." Rylan looked over the land, scarred, trampled, wounded like its owner. He came searching for a place to belong. Maybe belonging wasn't built on safety, but on the courage to stand where someone else had fallen. Slowly, he removed his hat and nodded. "I ain't a fighter by choice," he said softly. "But I won't let you face hell alone." For the first time in years, something shifted in her expression. Not a smile, but the faintest flicker of hope. Side by side, they walked toward the house, two strangers bound by loss, two hearts pushing back against the darkness. A widow seeking vengeance, a cowboy seeking a home. The frontier was about to remember their name.